Wendigo.
Be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother.
Spirituality is a particular term which actually means dealing with intuition. In the theistic tradition, there is a notion of clinging into a word. A certain act is regarded as displeasing to divine principles. A certain act is regarded as pleasing for the divine whatever. In the tradition of non-theism, however, it is very direct that the case history are not particularly important. What is actually important is here and now. Here and now. Now is definitely now. We try to experience what is available there on the spot. There's no point in thinking that the past did exist that we could have now. This is now. This very moment. Nothing mystical, just now, very simple, straightforward. And from that nowness, however, arises a sense of intelligence, always, that you are constantly interacting with the reality one by one, spot by spot, constantly. We actually experience fantastic precision, always. But we are threatened by the now, so we jump to the past or the future. Paying attention to the materials that exist in our life, all these choices takes place all the time, but none of them are regarded as bad or good per se. Everything we experience are unconditional experience. They don't come along with a label by saying this is regarded as bad, this is good. But we experience them, but we don't actually pay heed to them properly. We don't actually regard that as that we are going somewhere. We regard that as a hassle, waiting to be dead. Waiting to be dead. Waiting to be dead. Waiting to be dead. That's the problem. And that is not trusting the nowness properly, that what is actually experienced now possessed a lot of powerful things. It is so powerful that we can't face it. Therefore, we have to borrow from the past, invite future all the time. And maybe that's why we seek religion. Maybe that's why we march in the street. Maybe that's why we complain to the society. Maybe that's why we vote for the presidents.
Listen up, listen up.
It's quite ironical. Very funny indeed.
Yo, what's good? I had to bring y'all in like that, man, because the shit is serious. It's getting real. It's been real. It's been real. But I had to bring y'all in like that, man. For real. I had to bring y'all in like that. A lot of y'all was checking in early. Appreciate it. Because I'll be wondering sometimes if I go to different areas now, pushing this joint. Shouts out to Copper Color King as well for sharing this platform also. Bruce Lee always checking in. What's good? Hold on. Let me change my joint. Because I don't like how that look right there. Yeah, there we go. All right, we good. We good. Let's get back to it. Bruce Lee always in the building, holding me down. What's good, broski? Copper Draco. What's up, Draco? I didn't see you on the last live, bro. You know, I went live, I think, a couple of days ago. I don't know what day it was, like Thursday. It was like a random day. But peace and love, Copper Draco. Rob Johnson always checking in. What up? Man, I love seeing the familiar faces pop back up. That shit get me hyped. See y'all tapping in with your boy, man. Checking in. I appreciate that, man. Street Money. What's good? Now, yeah. Listen. That dark sun. A lot of people stirred about that dark sun. A lot of people hyped. Some people worried. Some people buying up all batteries, and people are scared. People are uncertain. They don't know. Chad Bay Islam. Chad Bay always checking in the building, man. Conscious Connect. What's good? I'm seeing a lot of familiar people, man. I love it. That should get me hyped. Hey, make sure y'all are sharing this, man. Share it. You know what I'm saying? Get other people, get new people to tap in with us over here and join the family. What's going on? Peace to the God, peace to the planet, peace. Yeah, that's who that was. He's a fucking genius, man. For real. Salute, Brother Brown. Peace. What's good, brother? Y'all in here ready. Y'all ready. Light, wisdom, peace, love. Emphasis on the ace. I see you. Now. That's it. The time is now. Right now. Ain't no other time to be wasting about nothing else. Allah always sends the prophets before the great and dreadful day.
And they always speaking an unpopular message people don't want to hear either. But it's a new time. Peace and light. Yeah. All my pen and pad gang, man. Pen and pad gang. Check in. Now look, everybody that's new to the channel, like, what the fuck he talking about? Pen and pad gang. All my pen and pad gang, man. Check in right now one time. Disciples, check in, man. Check in. Pen and pad gang in the building, man. Islam. The L's and the Bays and the wheels and the ways. All the Moors are ready. All the faithful Moors are ready. All the faithful Moors already received their holy name. Hebrew Israelites ready too. Hebrew Israelites are ready. And when y'all see these brothers out in the corner, man, like, support them. I'm not saying if you don't believe in everything they saying, it's okay. But the Hebrew Israelites are the true army of God, though. That's the army right there. Them brothers are upright and fearless. For sure. Islam, Mo. Pen and pad gang checking in, man. Mystic Philly, what's happening? What's good, Les? Let's go, baby. You know what it is? L Way. What's good, fam? 205 in the building. St. Louis in the building. Hey, man, I'm about to do like a whole PowerPoint on St. Louis one day. A lot of history out in St. Louis. A lot of history. What's happening? Hey, Les, when I saw the 205, I already knew what 205 was. I know what the 205 was, just like I know what 334 is in Phoenix City. I know about Alabama. I used to work down in Montgomery for a while, so I'm familiar with Alibaba. Them boys in Alabama built different, man. Good people. Islam, Moab. I'm sorry, not Moab, Mo. Islam, Mo. Zaire Abdullah, Ura El Bay, Islam. Scholarship, y'all know what it is, man. Pen and pad, man. Pen and pad gang in the building. Pen and pad gang in the building. Listen, before I kick this out, man, y'all want to kick something to the cash app? Y'all already know I don't ask, I don't beg, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't even need it. You just feel the need to bless me for my time. I definitely appreciate it. All day long. Appreciate you. For sure. Drop something in the bucket. I'll put it back up later, though. No worries. Tuscaloosa. Look at these names. Y'all better not never question y'all indigenous heritage, man. Look at these names they're putting up. Alibaba, the Tuscaloosa. I can take you to those tribes right now and show you those tribes. They look like. Those are tribal names. Those are tribal names. Tribal. Now listen, tonight gonna be a little different. Bring this down. This evening gonna be a little bit different. It's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, what we used to, but it's all good. It's all good. South Africa checking in the fucking building. South Africa in the building. 2:15 a.m. That's what's up. Thank you for checking in all the way from South Africa. I do not want to disrespect your name by trying to pronounce that. It looks beautiful. I just said earlier about the Moors having their holy names. See, a lot of us in the 48 colonies of North America, we lost our original name. Now, your original name can be restored. You can get your original name. Shouts out to South Africa, man. In the building. Gold star. Gold star. We global. Y'all bear witness that we're global. We're global. We have international audiences now. You feel me? Officially, y'all can bear witness. Rael, Sokofa, Bruce Lee, Conscious Connection, y'all can bear witness now. We international. So when I make the claim international or internationally accredited, y'all back me up. Peace and love. So thanks for checking in. What I was gonna say was we're gonna do something a little bit different tonight, right? And I'm gonna be obedient, and I'm gonna do my best to instruct y'all like the universe is instructing me to instruct y'all. Because it's high time that y'all know the truth. I know everybody looking for signs and symbols in the sky and the sun being covered up and all this hoopla. Y'all, we just started talking about flat earth yesterday. Not literally yesterday, but like recently, the flat earth theory got reintroduced back to society. Because that flat earth shit got shot down a long time ago. And I'm going to tell you the reason. Let's do this. I'm going to come back to that. Geocentric model.
According to Wikipedia,
this is called the geocentric model. Write it down. You never heard of it. You never heard of it. Write it down. Oh, yeah. My bad. Class has started. Class has started. I forgot to ring the bell. Wake up. Let's go. Class is in session. So here we have what's called the geocentric model. I'm going to show y'all another model. But I want y'all to pay attention to what we're looking at real quick. Hold on. Let me my screen right real quick. Pay attention to let me zoom in on one real quick. Hold on. There we go. Right here. And we're going to deal with this one, but it's one more comparison. It's this one right here. Okay? It's called the geocentric model. Now, make note of this. Because in a second, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to get you there, okay? I'm going to take y'all from what I just showed y'all, showing you the geocentric model. That's supposedly the map of our local universe. Remember the language I'm using, local universe. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to the geocentric model. Watch this. Keep these images in your head. See that? And every time you have seen a depiction of the cosmos or the planets, they're always painted certain colors. Like Mars is always red. Now, they don't have no physical evidence of a red Mars, but Mars is always red. All right? Geocentric model in comparison to the Kabbalah. This is called the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, or called the Kabbalah. Now, the Kabbalah itself, within the Kabbalah, you do have something called the Kaaba. Also within the Kabbalah, you can learn about reaching a status called Merkabah. And if you can see right here, this oh man, I'm getting excited, but this right here, you see the shape of the man right here coming down and showing you all the points as compared to the tree of life. 9 being the highest number. 9 being the highest number. 9 being the highest number. Everything gets up to 9 is a compound number. 9 within itself gives you 9. And I really wish I had, you know what? Let me see if I can load it real quick. If I got it in here. Oh boy, we about to go in. We about to go in, my friends. Then I'm gonna take you to this. Hold on. Oh, that's my back. We're gonna talk about this too. Peep this real quick. That's Dr. Phil Valentine. Okay, so we see the direction we're going tonight, right? We're not playing tonight, man. We're not playing tonight, man. Reloaded. It's time to get fucking reloaded. Everybody talking about the same thing. All on their podcasts, everywhere, all social media, everybody having the same conversation. We're having a different conversation tonight. That shit's just a distraction. Let me teach y'all some shit that's gonna be useful. This is called the Kabbalah. So we have the Kabbalah and we have the Geocentric. The reason I'm showing y'all these because this Geocentric model I'm showing you right here, the head, see the head right here, all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you know, every now and then, Pluto will be a part of this equation, which makes 9. I'm gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And sometimes Pluto, when they feel like adding Pluto, they add Pluto as well. That gives you your 9. Now, all of these supposed planets are Greco-Roman deities. Even Earth itself is named after a Greco-Roman deity called Ithra, or Mother Ithra, a Mother Earth. All of these entities out here, all of them, okay? All of these entities have a symbol that correlates with them. This is their universal geoposition or astral position as it relates to you. These points. Okay, you know what? Let's try this. Let's try this. I put in chakra tree of life. Look what came back up. The Kabbalah. Notice the colors. Mars. Right? You see the colors? Now, a lot of y'all already know this shit. A lot of y'all know this already. And that's great. Keep that in mind what you do know. But there's a couple people watching this like, okay, never thought about it like that. I'm just showing you, I'm just leaving you the breadcrumbs tonight. Noble Drew Ali said, if I can get y'all to think, you'll save yourself. Just getting you to think a little different, right? All right, so we have the Kabbalah, the planetary positions. It's safe to almost say that the 9 planets align to the 9 positions of the Kabbalah. And those 9 positions of the Kabbalah also just happen to align with the sacred chakras. We can make that claim. By making that claim, now we can start the lesson. I just wanted to set up the plot for you. Let's go back to this. Oh, I lost it. Hold on. This is Adam Kadmon. A lot of y'all heard me talk about Adam Kadmon before. Hold on, let's go back out of here. I want to show y'all the images. I want y'all to see this shit. Adam Kadmon. And what they'll show you is the same layout of the Kabbalah. This is the return of the original man. This is the return of the original man. Whether you want to call them Anunnaki, Nephilim, sons of God, Elohim, whatever name you want to call them. Whatever name you want to call them. I'm giving you the source origin. In essence, from these creators are also within you. Because they gave you a portion of them. And I'm going to show you in the text. So when I get to talking about, for example, Genesis 3:22, when it said, now they have become like us. Now they have become like one of us. I'm going to show you the separation between the original man. And I'm using the word man loosely because I'm not talking about a physical being yet. This is the energy. This is the energy. We talk about Kundalini and all that kind of stuff, right? And I don't think we really understand what that means. A couple of us might do. But I'm going to show you the original state that you're about to return back to. Fret not, y'all. Fret not of earthquakes and strange places, droughts. This is just the beginning of sorrow. But these things must come to pass. It's about restoration and restoring who you are. And the funny thing is, I was telling one of my coworkers, I said, you know what's funny about all this stuff? And black folks easy to scare. Black people easy to scare. Y2K outage, they scared all the black people. COVID damn sure scared everybody for a little hot minute. Fear mongering amongst people of color has been a tactic or tool for years. Nothing has happened catastrophically to how they've been predicting or saying it, right? But the one thing that I noticed that black folks ain't scared of, black people ain't scared of no damn aliens at all. We don't even worry about aliens. We're not concerned with aliens. We don't even care about aliens at large. We don't care. In fact, a lot of us, because I know I was raised in the church. I don't care how conscious, how woke, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. I was raised in the church. About 89% of us was raised in the church, went to church, Bible study, Bible school, Sunday school, choir rehearsal with grandma, your auntie. You've been inside of a church. So I'm not denying that. But we're going to use the tools that are given. And one of the tools that are given to explain this phenomenon that's about to happen is just you, the original people, returning back to your status. Oh, you're going to see a whole lot happen. Politically, a lot of political going to happen. A lot of shifts because it's a change of guards. It's a change of guards. 6,000 years they had. That's it. Time up. So what y'all are witnessing is just a change of guards. Street-minded puzzle said, Allah. Yes, Allah. Arm, leg, arm, head. All law. Universal law. That's the only principle we're going to deal with right now. It's just the universal principle. And we're going to go off the planet a little bit too. So stay with me. We're going to get in our magic rocket ship and leave the planet just for a little bit. We're going to come back, I promise you, like Jesus. We're coming back down to Earth. But we're going to have to leave the planet to get a better understanding of what's about to happen to you. All of us. Because I posted today, I said, man, I can't wait till tomorrow and get my superpowers back tomorrow. See that? As soon as we put in Adam Kadmon, the first thing you see is the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah. Now, if anybody's unfamiliar with what the Kabbalah is, let's take a gander real quick. Okay? So there's no guessing. You see this right here? That menorah. Y'all see the menorah? Watch this. So I said earlier, I'm going to show you how all this relates. That menorah and that Star of David you just. Because all that relates to Solomon, not who Solomon is, what Solomon is. Look at the chart one more time that Dr. Valentine is pointing out. So to the right side of the chart is SOL, soul. At the top of the chart is Om. On the other end is on. Now, I'm going to show you this. SOL, Sanskrit. It's a Sanskrit word. Om is the chant. Om. The vibration. Om. And then the ON is the deity of the first sun city called Heliopolis. His name was On. So write down this. Write down the word Solomon. All my note takers, write down the word Solomon. So this is your first thing I'm asking you to write down is Solomon. Write down the word Solomon. Now, let me see if I can put it up here real quick. Because I need this to be up while I'm talking to y'all. Give me a second. I'm gonna look for that same photo. If I got it in here. I thought I had it. Hold on. I got so much stuff in my folders, man. It's crazy. I don't see it in here, but check this out. Write down the word Solomon. Write down the word Solomon. Right below the word Solomon, give yourself 2 spaces and write down the 3 O's of Solomon, just the O's. So across the top, write down the word Solomon, SOLOMON. Right below the word Solomon, you're only going to write 3 letter O's directly underneath the O's of the word Solomon. Make sense? With those 3 O's, underneath those 3 O's, you're going to write salt, sulfur, mercury. Under those 3 O's, give yourself some space on the paper to write now. You're going to write salt, sulfur, mercury. Salt, sulfur, mercury. Underneath that, you're going to write spirit, mind, soul. Spirit, mind, soul. 3 different entities. Spirit, mind, soul. You got the 3 O's. You got salt, sulfur, mercury. Now, after you separate the 3 O's from the word Solomon, you're left with SLMN. Those are called consonants. You remove the vowels. You've already removed the vowels. Now, I'm giving you the cipher to this. I'm going to give you the cipher to this. Watch the cipher. We'll come right back to this, I promise you. What is the Geometrium? This just said Germany.
Here's the definition of German. Relating to Germany, it's according to Britannica, Gematria, the substitution of numbers for letters of the Hebrew alphabet, a favorite method of exegesis used by medieval Kabbalists to derive mystical insights into sacred writings or obtain new interpretations of the texts.
I just told y'all what we're about to do. We're about to decipher this shit, right? Put 111 in the comments if you already heard of the Geometrium. No, fuck that. If you've never heard of the Geometrium, put 111 in the comments. If you've never heard of this word before, or you didn't know what it meant before tonight, put 111 in the comments right now. I'm not gonna go no further. I want to see who all understand what I'm talking about. If you have never heard the word Geometrium, put 111 in the comments. Everybody that's watching, I want y'all to bear witness to the information I'm telling y'all. Look at the comments lighting up. And be truthful. Be honest. It's okay. I'm a master student myself. I'm no better than y'all. This is my portion of understanding which Allah has given unto me. I'm just sharing my portion of understanding with y'all. I'm just sharing my portion of understanding. Islam, it's called the Geometrium. Now, the reason I have the word Geometrium up here, family, is because you're not going to be able to understand without understanding what the Geometrium is. So we're going to talk about the Geometrium for a couple minutes. We're going to go back to the word Solomon. I'm going to break down the word Solomon. I have to break down the word Solomon in order for you to understand who Adam Kadmon is. But I have to go through the Kabbalistic teachings. This is part of the Kabbalistic teachings. It's known as the Kaaba. I'm going to show you what the Kaaba is. You are the Kaaba, honestly. Now that this sacred ceremony is taking place tomorrow with the soul, Laura, or son, your DNA is about to be upgraded. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Your DNA is about to be upgraded. Now, some people gonna mutate. It's gonna be a mutation also. It's gonna be a great mutation. It's gonna be some altering with people's thinking. Because see, all of this is electrical. Everything that's happened tomorrow is electrical and magnetic. That's what the sun deals with. Electric and magnetic energy. They're concerned about power grids failing, cell phones being out for a minute. They're concerned with all this stuff. Because see, the earth itself, let me show you something real quick. Oh, praise Allah. Praise Allah. Give me a second to find it. Everything this earth deals with is electromagnetic. This is electromagnetic energy tomorrow that they're concerned about being blocked. Your whole entire body. Now, you see this picture right here? Let me show y'all something. Electromagnetic energy, the grid. It's a whole grid across flat Earth. I haven't forgot about the flat Earth. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Whether you believe it's a ball or flat, it's irrelevant. The net is called the net. There's a grid over planet Earth called the net. I don't mean just the network situation. It's a extraterrestrial power grid. Oh man, watch this. What's the name of that movie? I got to find the movie. Give me a second. I'm so excited to get y'all this information. Take notice to this picture right here. Right here. This one right here. This is what they're worrying about. It's going to shut down tomorrow. It's the natural, magnetic, and electromagnetic natural energy that they have been harvesting from the planet, unbeknownst to you. And there's also another electromagnetic grid that aligns to that magnetic grid up high. As is above shall be below. Watch this. The electromagnetic grid of the human body. What I tell y'all, you radiate the same fucking way. The same way. Now I'm gonna go back to the planet picture. Take note of what you see. Electromagnetic field. Watch this. Go back. You see that? Same energy. As it is above, it is below. Same energy. And listen, I'm talking to y'all with no notes. Just all off the dome. I'm being led by the energy to tell y'all what I have to tell you. This is just a message. Now, what's crazy is, praise Allah. Look at that. This electromagnetic upgrade is about to happen. This solar upgrade is about to happen to y'all tomorrow. If you're ready for it. I suggest you just drink water all day tomorrow. Fast tomorrow if you can. You want to rid your body as much of the blockage as you can. Don't put no meat in your body tomorrow. 3 things we love to put in our body is blood, meat, and starch. If you can avoid it tomorrow, avoid it at all costs. Just drink water all day. Why I gotta drink water all day? What is a superconductor of electricity? A superconductor is a property of a certain material to conduct current, DC, direct current, electricity without energy loss when they are cool below critical temperature. Superconductor. Is water a superconductor of electricity?
According to USGS.gov, well, actually, pure water is an excellent insulator and does not conduct electricity.
Watch this. Watch this. Water is a poor conductor compared to wires and metals, but excellent conductor compared to air, gas, and symmetrical tiles. Watch what's in the water. This is what you should put in your water tomorrow. Y'all ever heard of monatomic gold? We're going to supercharge our water. We're going to supercharge the water. Street money, you own it. Now see, copper is another great conductor. That's why all your electrical wires in your homes, right? You have copper associated with that energy. Copper, gold, any type of metal. You have metals in your body. That's why I'm telling y'all to purge, man. Drink water. Not just any kind of water, though. Not any kind of water. There is supercharged water out there for purchase. Y'all want to charge your body up. If you can't get to if you can't get to the supercharged water, you can charge your own water. By going to the local herb store, they should have something called monatomic gold. It's gold dust. Same thing with the copper. Let's say you can't get your hands on that either. You want to wrap your body in copper. You want to become a conductor. You want to conduct the energy. Now, you've seen people do this before, right? Y'all heard of people being shocked in water. If you're standing in water, if you're near water, drink water, man. I don't even want to go all into this shit because I'm about to lose my point on the message. Charge your body. Supercharge your body tomorrow. You can't drink gold dust. You can't drink anatomic gold. You can put copper on your body, but supercharge your body tomorrow. You want to become a grid. You want to absorb some of this energy. You want to absorb a lot of this energy tomorrow. To let them fool you by saying, oh, the sun being blocked out. So, no, the sun not being blocked out. We're going to talk about what's blocking the sun, too. The fuck you think it can block the sun? As big as they say the sun is, as hot as the sun is, what going to block it? That means whatever blocking the sun is more powerful than the sun. I'm going to show you. Back on task. Let's write this down. Or make note of it. Make a mental note of it real quick. Remember this picture as it relates to this picture. Let's talk about how it's all tied together. We got the Geometrium written down, right? Let's dive into Adam Kadmon. Now, everything we just talked about, everything I just showed y'all, I'm about to tie it together. Let's deal with it. We're talking about the Kabbalah. And I was showing you about Solomon, the menorah, the supposed 10 commandments, and the shield of David, they call it, or the star of David. Some call it the shield of David. It's also known as the shield of Solomon. Star of David, but the shield of Solomon. And we can deal with that later as well. It says the Kabbalah is the esoteric method, discipline, and a school of thought in the Jewish mystic. A traditional Kabbalist is called a Merkabah. Merkabah. Or Merkabah receiver. The definition of Kabbalah varies according to the tradition and aims of those following it. From its origin, the medieval Judaism, to its later adaptations in Western esotericism, Christian Kabbalah, and Hermetic Kabbalah. Hermetic Kabbalah. Write down the word Hermetic. 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 Later, we're going to talk about a gentleman by the name of Trismegistus. Remember that, okay? The Hermetic philosopher. This is what the Kabbalah is. It says Jewish Kabbalah is is a set of esoteric teachings meant to explain the relationship between unchanging eternal God and the mysteries of Ein Sof. Ein Sof in the Kabbalah is understood as God prior to any self-manifestation in the production of the spiritual realm, probably derived from Solomon. You see what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm telling y'all. I just gave y'all Solomon. Solomon Ibn Gibraltar's term, the endless one. And they're just a man who came up with the term. But no strange happenings. His name is Solomon. The endless one, Ein Sof, may be translated as unending. There is no end. So let's read this again. The Jewish Kabbalah is a set of esoteric teaching meant to explain the relationship between the unchanging eternal God and the mystery of Ein Sof. Right there, E-I-N-S-O-F. And this is understood to be God prior to any self-manifestation in the production of any spiritual realm. This is the pre-production of God. Where do we find the pre-production of God at in the Bible? Yes, we're going to the Bible. Yeah, he going to the Bible? Yeah, because I have to pull up as many articles as I can. I have to show y'all as much as I can before they shut this shit down. They're working on TikTok. They're trying to stop the information. Hold on, let me share my screen real quick. Show y'all this right quick. There we go. Yes, we're going here. One day we're going to do a whole lesson on this right here. Now, the Ein Sof is God, the pre-production of God before he existed in any realm. The pre-production of God. Genesis chapter 1 is the pre-production. Watch how I pointed out. It's the pre-production. As we're going over this, please keep in mind what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was saying, along with many others in the Nation of Islam, when they ask you the question, who is the original man? And I'm going to keep saying it because a lot of us still don't believe it to this day. Even though a lot of us know it verbatim, we don't truly believe it. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There's two locations. I got 6 minutes before the 1 hour mark to explain the lesson before I get into the lesson. This is the pre-lesson. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So there's two locations. On your piece of paper, you're going to write down heaven and earth. Matter of fact, get a new piece of paper. Every time I get to a point, I'm going to tell you to write it down. If you don't have no scratch paper, get some scratch paper. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. All y'all been to school. Scratch paper. I'll advise you to buy a notebook and just put M.O.I in front of the notebook, because every time I go in, I'm going to go in. On a new piece of paper, you're going to write down heaven, go right beside it, put the word earth beside it. And as I talk to y'all about heaven and earth, I'm going to point out where the happening is happening, either in the heavens or on the earthly plane. And when I say heaven and earth, family, I'm talking about two different dimensions. It's just a dimensional reality. It's not a real physical place you can go to. Like, there's no fucking tickets to fly to heaven and take a look at it. NASA is trying to see it. Like, the Hubble is about to break. They're trying to see what's out there. It's not a physical place. It's a whole nother dimension. So we're talking about two different dimensions. This is going to become imperative later in the lesson when I start showing y'all the true creators, who they're calling aliens. And the reason they call them aliens in the first place, and why so many flugeroids or the pale people are afraid of them. Now, these aliens are us, okay? Let's not get it twisted. Now, Chris, master student, I already know what time it is. Master student, I already know what time it is. Master student, Chris, shouts out to Crumb TV, man. Chris G said in the beginning, right. It should have said from the beginning, but this is not the very beginning. The word in implies something's already taken place, people. That's what the word in literally means. It should have said from the beginning. That's why important in the Torah, it says Bereshit, like interpretation like day one or one day, not in the beginning. Good catch. That's the ancient Egyptian. It's the ancient Egypt situation with Gab and Nut. Gab and Nut begets Shu and Tefnut. And Shu, Tefnut, then you get to the brother and sister, the first two brother and sister couple, okay? Aset and Osir, or Osiris. Esir is his name. Asir and Aset. And they give birth to Haru, not Horus, Haru. So that's that epidemic. I'm tracking. See, I'm in the comments and everything. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So you got two locations, right? It's going to talk about the earth first. Look what it says about the earth. Now, the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God hovered over the waters. Keep in mind the word spirit. Let me show you what the word spirit means, so we're not confused. When you see the word spirit, do not be alarmed. The word spirit simply means what? You guys say it out loud. Come on, class, say it together. The word spirit means what? The word spirit means breath. The word spirit means breath. Figuratively, the word spiritual connotes whatever is of central and ultimate importance in the aspect of one's life. The word spirit derives from the word breath. Spiritus in Latin. Literally, breath gives life. So I'm showing you for a reason. And that's the word spirit. What does the word holy mean?
According to dictionary.com, saintly, godly, pious, devout, a holy life, having a spiritually pure quality, a holy love, entitled to worship or veneration as or as if sacred, a holy relic, religious, deaf, 1, holy rites.
Saintly, godly, pious, devout. Example, holy life. Having a spiritual, pure quality, a holy love. It gives more examples, right? So now we know the word holy means the word saintly, godly, or holy life. Get a better understanding of what we're talking about. The Hebrew word for holy literally means separate or set apart. So this Holy Ghost, or this holy situation we're talking about, is a devout energy from somewhere else. Stay with me, family. We haven't even got to the good part yet. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Let's go back up here. 2 locations. And the earth was voidless and formless. Was formless and empty. Darkness over the surface of the deep. In the Spirit of God. We know what the word spirit means, so we're not tricked anymore. The word spirit means breath. And the breath of God hovered over the waters. And God said, let there be light. And then there was light. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from day and the darkness from light. He called it the day. So on and so forth. Now, watch this. And God said, let there be the vault between the waters to separate the waters. So God made a vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was. So God called the vault sky. Sky. Watch this. Let me teach y'all something. Watch this. No, hold on. So now we have a sky. Jupiter was known as the sky father, by the way. Star god, sky god. I'm going to show you the deity of the sky. I just want to point this out real quick. The sky often has an important religious significance. Many religious and polytheistic and monotheistic have deities associated with the sky. The daytime sky deities are typically distinctive from the nighttime ones, reflected by separation of categories. Sky god from the star god. In mythology, nighttime gods are usually known as night deities, and gods of the stars simply are star gods. Both of these categories include here since they relate to the sky. Luminary deities are included as well, such as the sun, the moon are located in the sky. Why are you showing us that, Minister? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna walk y'all right through the Bible. But I want to set up the premises of these locations first. These are locations. We have the heavens, we have the earth. We're still in the heavens. We're not on earth right now. We're not on earth. Yeah, but he's making everything for earth. Right, but he's not on it yet. Not yet. Not yet. Pay attention, not yet. God called the vault sky. And there was evening, and there was morning in the second day. Then he got the waters together and let the dry lands come out, right? And God said, let the land produce vegetation. Now, watch this. Then God said, let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees, land to bear fruit, so on and so forth. The land produced vegetation, the plants bearing seeds according to their kind, and the trees bearing fruit in accordance to their kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, in the third day. And God said, let there be light in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the... Whoa, what happened right here? This is Genesis 14. God said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark the sacred times and the days and the years. And let them be lights for the vault of the sky to give light on earth. And it was so. God made two lights. A greater light to govern the day and a lesser light to govern the night. All my Masons out there, this sound familiar to my Masons? God made two lights, a great light and a lesser light. All my Masons that sound familiar, let me show y'all what the Masons be doing. The Masons don't even know they're talking about a light inside of them. They are the light. Watch this. There it is. There it is. And see, because I've been in the Masonic chambers, I ain't got to lie to y'all about nothing. One light to govern the day, one light to govern the night. That's why I'm going to tie you back to the word Solomon in a minute. All Masons know you build your temple according to King Solomon's temple. This shit sounds crazy I'm talking about right now. I know I want it to sound crazy. Because only the ones who got the right touch are going to understand what I'm talking about. Everybody else going to be lost because it ain't your time yet. Masons know what that means in the book of Genesis. But I'm going to show you who the true light is. Hold on. We ain't ready for Adam Kadmon yet. We almost ready for Adam Kadmon. Kadmon. I'm gonna bring him in a second. Let me introduce Adam Kadmon. Hold on. Be patient. So we see right here, it says in Genesis 2:16, God made two great lights, a greater light to govern the day, a lesser light to rule the night. That greater light he made was the sun. Then what was this light right here? What was that light in verse 3? He made light already in verse 3. Genesis 1:3, he already made a light. We come down to 16, he made another light. So God created, where that 16, sorry. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made stars. God set them in the vaults of the sky and governed the day and governed the night to separate the light from darkness. And God saw that it was good, and there was evening and there was morning and the fourth day. So the fourth day he made the sun and the moon. So you think he did. It said light. See, they already had talked about the celestial bodies already. I'm going to show you. Watch this. Let there be light from darkness. He called the light day and the darkness night. This is Genesis 1:3. He separated the waters in 6. He's still with the waters on 9. On 11 and 12, he's on the ground. So you think this is still in heaven. This is not earth yet. This is not earth. This is not earth. We haven't got to earth yet. Chapter 1 is in the heavens. I'm going to show you and prove to you what I'm talking about. Watch this. Let there be a great light in the vault in the sky, separate the day from night, and serve as signs and mark the sacred times. Those were the stars. All my Aries and Aquarius coming here in a couple months. Geminis and Cancers and Taurus, Scorpios. These are the signs, are known as the gates of heaven. These are the gates of heaven. How many gates are in heaven? There are 12 gates in heaven. Those 12 zodiac signs become the gates. So the next time you greet a person, you don't ask them what their sign is. You ask them, what is your star gate? And that in order to come to that certain star gate called Taurus or called Aquarius or called Gemini or any of those signs, which goes back to the Dundora anyway in ancient Egypt. But in order to go through any of them signs, they're called gates. And nobody advances through those gates without permission. Your light is collected at the gate. Then your physical body is made with the flesh. Your physical body made with the flesh. Right. That's when your parents got together. And then your physical body was generated. But the light was not inside of you yet. Because the light is electricity. Okay, I'm going too fast. Let me slow down. Made two great lights. What light? What light? I want to deal with this light for a second. Let's go to John 1:5. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. What light, John? Let's learn about this light real quick. Now see, John 1, the word became flesh. I'm trying to show y'all something. I'm going from Genesis. Now I'm about to go to the book of John and prove my point. What light, John? So y'all call him John. John's extraterrestrial name is Yanun. We're going to talk about Yanun. We're going to talk about Jesus. This is his earthly name. His heavenly name is Cylinder. I'm going to show you. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry your mind about how he's going to prove that. I'm going to prove it. The book of John kind of precedes Genesis chapter 2. So it should have been chapter 1, Genesis, John 1, then Genesis chapter 2. It says, in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through all him, all things were made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. They're not talking about God. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. He, who is he? He is still talking about the Word, was with God in the beginning. Through him, all things were made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness overcometh not. In him was life. The word life is still that same word, breath or spirit. Let's read it like this. Now I'm gonna read it again, but this time I'm gonna put the words in there for you to get you a better, because just reading this, you kind of be like, what's going on? Because John 1 talks about Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning was the Elohim, and the Elohim was with God, and the Elohim was God. He, the Elohim, with God, and was with God in the beginning. Through him, all things were made. Through them, all things were made. Without them, nothing was made that has been made. In them was the holy breath, and that holy breath was light of all mankind. That light shines in the dark depths of the man's soul, and the darkness cannot overcome the light. In the beginning was the Elohim, and the Elohim was with God, and the Elohim was God, and he was with God in the beginning. Through the Elohim, all things were made. Y'all get what I'm saying? This is John chapter 1. Let's go back to Genesis. We're going back to Genesis. You see that? It's that same light. It's that light. We're not talking about the sun. There's that light again. John is telling you about the light. John said this light is in all man. Let's find out who the light was. Watch this. Hold on. Let's go to 26. Genesis chapter 1, 26. I'm getting excited because now we better start teaching. Then God said, let us make mankind in our own image and likeness. Whoa. Let's back up. I thought God was by himself. It didn't say he was with nobody else, did it? I'm reading this book for the first time. I'm wondering, how did it go from a singular to a plural situation? Our means multiple or more than one. Let's say more than one. Our. That's why I just read the book of John by using the word Elohim. Now these Elohims, the our, and the us. Watch this. Let me show you something. Yep. Who are these entities? Here we go. Now I'm gonna bounce back and forth between these two texts. This is called the Urantia. The Urantia book. Write it down. I don't hide knowledge from nobody. The origin and nature. We're talking about Genesis chapter 1. I verified Genesis chapter 1 with John chapter 1. We're still talking about the light, these light beings, these beings that have the ability to give light, or what's called the holy, which we know the word holy. We just showed you what that means. Spirit, which means breath. So we have these entities who are able to blow out breath, and this breath, inside of the breath is this light. And these entities give life through opening their mouth and spewing out this light, or this life, or this holy breath, or in Hebrew, they call it ruach. If you were in Asia, they would call it chi. India, they would call it ka. That essence, I'm trying to show you what that essence is. Let's go back to the creators real quick. The origin of nature. Sometimes the sovereign of Nebidon, write down Nebidon. Under your column that you have heaven, write Nebidon under heaven. Write Nebidon under heaven. It's Nebadon, Nebidon. Right there under your heaven category. Okay? Under your heaven category. You should have heaven and earth on your piece of paper. Write down Nebidon under your earth, right? Sometimes the sovereign of Nebidon is referred to as Christ Michael. Write down the word Christ Michael. Not under your column, just write down the word Christ Michael. Our creator son is personification, infinite concept of the Father and the Son. Each creator son is unique, so on and so forth. Let's go into Christ Michael, the creator son. The primary paradise sons are personalized as Michael. As they go forth from paradise to find their universes, they are known as creator Michael. When settled in supreme authority, they are called Master Michaels. Plural, let us make them in our image and likeness. I'm showing you who these light creatures are, and these light beings. These are creators, multiple creators. Sometimes we refer to the sovereign of your universe as Nebidon, as Christ Michael. We're in Nebidon. I'm going to show you Loderdak. I'm going to show you a couple other celestial bodies as well. Always and forever do they reign after the order of Michael. Write down the order of Michael. That being the designation of the first son of the order in nature. Write down the word order of Michael, please. The origin of the firstborn Michael has never experienced incarnation as a material being, but 7 times he passed through the experiences of the spiritual creature, ascended on one of the 7 circuits of Havon, advancing from outer spheres to the innermost circuit of the central creation. The order of Michael knows the grand universe from one end to the other. There is no essential experience of any of the children of time and space which the Michaels have not personally participated. They've always been here. They are, in fact, partakers not only in the divine nature, but also of your nature, meaning all nature, from the highest to lowest. The original Michael is presiding head of the primary paradise son when they assemble for conference at the center of all things. And we'll stop right there. This is the heavens. This is the heavens. Now, let's go back for a second. Because I want to prove another point. I like proving points while we're talking. That way nobody gets confused, right? Genesis chapter 1 says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. 2 locations, right? Y'all agree with that? 2 locations. Watch this. You got your categories, right? We're in Genesis chapter 2. Thus, the heavens and the earth, the same 2 locations, in their vastness array. By the 7th day, God had finished the works he had been doing. So on the 7th day, he rested from all his works. Number 3, listen up closely. I'm sorry, it's 4. But then God blessed the 7th day and made it holy, because on this day he rested from all works he created, had done. There we go. Genesis chapter 2, verse 4. This is the account of the heavens. Plural. Heavens. Heavens. There were a multitude of heavens created. I'm going to show you by name the names of these heavens, right? Multitude of heavens. Plural. That means more than one. Period. Period. Watch my point. Pull up over here. Hold on. Watch this shit. I want to back up the Bible with the Bible. I want to back up the Bible with the Bible. What verse is this? John 14, 2. Let me show y'all what Yanun said. I'm sorry, what Celinda said, who y'all call Jesus. And this shit may sound crazy, but stick around. Yeah, I'm sorry. Celinda, Jesus said, "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have not told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, ye may be also. And whether I go, ye know, and the way ye know. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. A house inside of a mansion." Here's what Jesus meant. Watch the breakdown. Here we go. Now, hold on before I go farther. Did y'all see what I just did? I went into the Bible where it says mansion. I put in the word mansion worlds, different galactical bodies, the 7 mansion worlds. The 7 mansion worlds. Write that down. The Creator's Son, when on Urantia, spoke of many mansions in his Father's universe. In a certain sense, all 56 of the encircling worlds of Jerusalem are devoted to the translation culture of ascending mortals. But the 7 satellites of world number 1 are more specifically known as mansion worlds. Transition world number 1 itself quite exclusively devoted to the ascending activities, being the headquarters of the Planetary Corps assigned to Santania. Write down the word Santania. Write down Santania. That's not where Satan's from, first of all. So don't start thinking crazy shit. We're not even on the earth right now. By the way, this whole conversation we have for the last 20, 30 minutes has not been on earth. This is Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2. The beginning of chapter 2. We haven't hit the ground yet. We're going to go to the ground in a second and pick up some dirt and make what you think is the physical being called Adam HaMashiach. We haven't talked about Adam Kadmon yet. I'm going to set up Adam Kadmon for you. I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to finish my point with this. I'm going to show you who Adam Kadmon really is. Then I'm going to cross-reference the fact of who Michael really is, who is Melchizedek. I'm going to show you how Melchizedek got here. And the Melchizedeks are not one person, like the Michaels are not one person. These are the incarnated energies from the heavens. So right now, I'm talking about the 7 mansion worlds. Now, I'm going to prove my point about the mansion worlds. I'm going to finish reading this right here. Then I'm going to jump back into the Bibles and show you those mansion worlds that Jacob saw. Pay attention. The world now serves as a headquarters for more than 100,000 companies of final tiers, not corporation companies, y'all. Like legions of energies, legions of, let's say, angels. And there are 1,000 glorified beings in each of these groups. So we can already start to see where your 144,000 start to come from. Right. Islam, meaning realms and dimensions. Islam. When the system is settled in light and life, Islam. In light and life, and as the mansion worlds one by one cease to serve as mortal training stations. when the system is settled in light and life. That's the first thing that has to be established on these systems. What systems? The systems are mansion worlds, Earth, or Ithra, or Terra, or Q, whatever you want to call this place, all right, is a settlement. And when this system is settled, Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2 is showing you the settlement of this system. When the system is settled in light and life, those are two things that must have to happen on those settlements. It has to be light and it has to be life. The first thing you read in Genesis chapter 1 was the light being created. Chapter 2, you're going to read about the life being created, because those two things must be at play as these mansion worlds are being seized to serve as mortal training stations. They are taken over by increasingly frontier population, which accumulates in these older and more higher perfected systems. The seven mansion worlds are in charge of the monitoring supervisors and Melchizedeks. There is an acting governor on each world who is directly responsible for Jerusalem, the Jerusalem rulers, the universal. Let me stop right here. The seven mansion worlds are in charge of the Mauritania supervisors and the Melchizedeks. I'm showing you this because Jesus spoke in parables. He never spoke outright. He spoke in parables. Jesus said, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. If it was not true, I wouldn't have. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Jesus said, I'm telling you the truth. There are many mansions. We're talking about just seven of them. And these seven mansion worlds are in charge. And the Melchizedeks are there. The Melchizedeks are there. Remember Melchizedek. Let's go back to the Bible. We'll come back. Seven mansion worlds. Remember the seven mansion worlds. Now, Genesis chapter 2, chapter 4 says, they're given an account. They're given an account of what's going on. They're given an account. It says, this is the account of the heavens and the earth when they were created, when the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. This is the account of the heavens and the earth. Well, we know a little bit about what happened in the heavens now, right? We got a clear understanding that a lot happened in chapter 1, because chapter 1 talks about the heavens. Genesis is the first time you see the word heaven mentioned in the Bible, but Revelation talks about the war in heaven. What war in heaven? We're going to talk about it. Don't worry about it. Just remember those same names now. Remember Michael? Write down the name Michael or Michael. Or Christ Michael should be in your paper already. Now you got Christ Michael on your paper and you have Melchizedek on your paper. Watch how I tie them together. Watch me work. Chapter 1, the heavens are being created. Now, what is in the heavens? What is in the heaven? The heaven got produce. The heaven got vegetation. The heaven got seed-bearing plants. There's trees in the heavens. What else the heaven got? The heaven got a lot of land. The heavens. This is not earth. This is the heavens. Produce vegetation. What else the heavens got? Let's make a list of what's all inside the heavens, because the heavens is a whole nother world by itself. Now this is a whole nother situation. All right. The heaven got living creatures. They got birds in the heavens. I know it sounds crazy, but please stay with me. So God created great creatures of the sea. They got fish. They got dolphins. They got sharks in the heavens. Now, this is what happened in the heavens. And God saw that And God said it was good. God blessed them, talking about the animals in heaven. This is what the God told the animals in the heavens. Be fruitful and increase in numbers and fill the waters in the seas and let the birds increase on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning in the fifth day. 24. They got livestock in heaven. Nah, man, this is on earth. Watch me prove you wrong if you think this is the heavens. This is the heavenly world. You think earth got created all by, there was a multitude of earths being created simultaneously. There's two things that had to be here before the Melchizedeks I just showed you could show up here and govern this place. Now, after I show you this, we're going to stay in the book of Genesis. I'm going to introduce you to Melchizedek by way of Abraham. Watch me. So they got animals up there in the heavens. Now 26 gets interesting. The Elohim said, let us make mankind in our image and after our likeness, so that it may rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals and all the creatures moving along the ground. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he was created. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase in numbers, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. Then God said, I will give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that's with fruit in it. This would be for your food. So God told these entities he just created in the heavens, I'm going to feed you. And all the beasts of the earth and all the birds of the sky, all the creatures moving along the ground, everything that has breath of life, everything that has the Holy Spirit in it, I will give you every green plant for food. So God made them vegans. God saw that all that he had made was very good, and there was the sixth day. So let's go back to Genesis chapter 1:27. Who was made right here? Who was made in Genesis chapter 1:27? It's the man of the hour. It's the man of the hour we've been waiting to talk about the whole time. But I had to set y'all up for it, man. Remember, we're still in heaven. I'm going to bring y'all down to earth in a second. To the ground, not earth, to the ground. In the Kabbalah, Adam Kadmon, also called Adam Elyon. El Elyon, in the Hebrew is God Most High. It's similar in the Septuagint, the Septuagint. The title Elyon is common for a topic scholarly debate, sometimes interpreted as equal to the Abrahamic God. Adam Kadmon, also known as Most High Man. This is the Most High Man, or Adam Allah. You see this right here? Am I on the screen? Y'all, let me blow it up so y'all can see it real good. Give me a second. I'm not making anything up. Right here. Y'all see that? Write that down. Take notes and write this down. And we still in Genesis chapter 1:27. We ain't got to mankind yet. We ain't even got to man yet. Because I'm going to show you, I can also show you in Genesis chapter 3 that Adam and Eve didn't even have flesh. They had no skin. They had no flesh. They were etheric beings. Because Adam was made in the image and likeness of this fella right here. Who told y'all that Adam had skin before God killed the animals and gave him skin? Nowhere in there did he say he had skin or flesh. I'm going to show you. This stuff is so crazy that you thought that the other Adam had skin already. I'm going to show you when he got his flesh and his skin. It wasn't while him and Eve was dealing with the snake and all that shit. It was after that. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was after that he got his skin. I'm going to show you. Anyway, write down Adam Ila. Watch this. I'll show y'all something. I'm going to highlight this word right here. All I'm going to do is just do a search. and is an Arabic meaning for God. Also looks like this. Allah. See right here? Bam. Oh, hold on. My bad. I thought I was doing something. I ain't even changed the screen. Hold on. Right there. That's Allah being made. I'm gonna go back and do it again because I feel like I went too fast on that one. Allah, A-L-L. First of all, the word, the part right here where y'all see Al-Humda. Right here, right there. See, the A-L is the same as E-L. Allah. This is Allah being created in Genesis chapter 127. Now this Allah, y'all see that, right? Write that down. A-L-I-L-H with a H with a hyphen over the A. That's Allah. Allah. Watch this. Allah. Adam Kadmon is also Allah. Now it goes on to say that, sometimes abbreviated, is the first 4 worlds that came into being in contract of God's infinite light. Adam Kadmon is not the same as the physical Adam, who is Adam HaRashan. This is Allah creating, and it says this is the first of the 4 worlds that came into being after the contraction of God's infinite light. Now, those are the 4 worlds. There's 7 total. Remember? You're not making this shit up. This is the Adam Kadmon. This is the primordial man. This is the most high man, they call him. This is Adam Iliun. This is the one that was made to look like God, act like God, think like God, talk like God. This is Adam Kadmon, or Adam Allah, the supreme man. Who is the original man? The Asiatic black man, the owner, the maker, the owner and the maker. Who is the original man? Who is the original man? Who is the original man? If I can find on his shit, got me for sale. It might not pull up for me. AG. Listen, all I put in is who is the original man, the Asiatic black man. The Asiatic black man. The origin of the Asiatic black man appears to lie in the fertile region of the imagination of Noble Drew Ali. This is what the internet is saying. There's a saying that asks you, who is the original man? The Asiatic black man, the owner, the maker, the cream of the earth, and the father of the universe. This is who they're talking about. This is who they're talking about right here. Adam Kadmon, or known as Adam Allah. Adam Allah. I just showed y'all the creation of Allah. I just showed y'all who Ilion is for Hebrews. Adam Ilion. Adam Allah, who is the first four worlds. Look, hold on. Look at this. I told y'all. This right here up top is called the Geometrium. Elif, Yad, Heg. The four worlds of the Kabbalah. Now I didn't put Kabbalah back in the search. I just went back from Adam Kadmon, back to showing y'all the celestial bodies, how they align to the Kabbalah. Now, those four energies you see in front of you are earth, water, fire, wind. Those are those four elements right there. Screenshot this shit. The four worlds of the Kabbalah. Those are the four. Earth, fire, water, wind, earth, water, fire, wind. Now the fifth element is called ether. Ether. That's the fifth element. The fifth element is actually the holy breath. These are the four worlds of creation. Write these down. These are the four, also known as the four gates. We got that wrote down? See? Earth, air, water, fire. I'm not making this shit up. Earth, air, water, fire. The four gates. This shit is fun. I love it. The four worlds. Adam Kadmon represents the first four worlds, the creation. Adam Kadmon is also the what? Divine light. In theology, divine light is an aspect of divine presence, perceived as light during the epiphany or vision, representing such an allegory or metaphor. Adam Kadmon is also the divine light. What divine light, minister? The same light I showed you in John 1. The light that shines in the darkness, but darkness comprehended is not. The same light that was created from the beginning. The light in man. This is you. I'm trying to show you who you are. So if any type of transitional energy is going to happen during the eclipse, if anybody's going to try to leave the planet, you have to go through your divine light. This physical flesh had to stay here. This physical flesh won't survive going through those wormholes. You transfer through energy. You've been rooted to this physical, what's called Ba. Now you can supercharge this Ba. And we talk about the Merkabah in a minute, how to become a full-blown Merkabah. Now, everything you've been seeing has been what? This Kabbalah. What is a Merkabah? This is what's about to happen. I'm showing y'all, and maybe that making sense to some of y'all. I'm doing my best to explain it. This is the extension. This is the extension. Light man. L-I-G-H-T. Light man. The light that's in man. There's a light inside of you. There's a divine spark inside of all y'all, inside of everybody. This is about getting ready to happen. A new soul about to happen. A new sun about to happen. And by the way, it's not an eclipse. They're just changing the bulb. You ever reach up to change the bulb, screw the light bulb out, put another, it takes a couple seconds to change the bulb. They're just changing the bulb. They're putting a higher wattage sun in. Who is they? The creators. I've been trying the whole time to show you the creators. Now we haven't talked about Michael yet. and his little brother Jibrail, and Israfel and Gardiel. I'm gonna show you the 5 creator sons. There's 5 creator sons, and then there's 2 other entities that's not like a creator son. Those are called seraphim and cherubim. They're not unlike the creator sons. So the creator sons created this entity on the earth plane. And we even got to Genesis chapter 2 yet. But I'm trying to show y'all the entity that has been made. Now this Merkabah is the supercharged Ka spirit. Watch this. Merkabah. Ka. Watch this. Now, the only known source of Kaaba is in Islam, the box. Muslims do not worship the Kaaba, but it is in Islam most sacred site because it represents the metaphorical house of God and the oneness of God in Islam. Metaphorical. What does metaphorical mean? What does metaphorical mean? Metaphorical means when you use it to stand for something, symbolize another thing. So Muslims don't worship the Kaaba. What it stands for. The untranslatable word Ka was used by ancient Egyptians to refer to the aspect of man and gods that is connected with the creative life force. The creative life force is going to keep showing up. That means light. The creative light force. The Ka is the aspect that differentiates a living person from a dead one. Write this down. The Ka is an aspect that differentiates a living person from a dead person. Thank you. Oh, praise be to Allah. My next point. Watch this. Let's get to it. This is the account of the heavens and the earth. Talked about the heavens and the earth when they were created, and Lord God made the earth and made the heavens. Now, no shrubs had appeared on earth. No shrubs had yet appeared on earth. But in chapter 1, y'all remember they had plants, trees. Chapter 1, I showed y'all they had plants, trees, they had land, they had fruit already there. Now, on the earth plane, no shrubs had appeared on earth yet. No plants. In the vegetation, it hadn't even rained down here yet. So nothing is on earth yet. Nothing has been created on earth yet. That whole creation of the animals and the land and that was chapter 1 that was inside the heavens, which took place in the 4 celestial bodies called mansion worlds, which is not down here, it's up there. Lord God had not sent rain, and there was no one person, no one. Adam was there, no one. What about Eve? No one. There was no one to work the ground. Nobody there yet. But I thought he just made man in chapter 127. That was Adam Kadmon, Adam Allah being made. That was the entity in the sky, we call it. And the heavens, that was the heavenly creation. So now we have two entities being created. I'm saying this for a point because we're so concerned about entities coming down here. I'm showing y'all what those entities are us. They're just on a higher frequency than we are. And sometimes these entities can interface frequencies, or they can lower their vibration and incarnate into men from the heavens, we call it. It's literally not heaven, y'all. It's just another dimension. From the upper dimension. They can come down and manifest themselves in the physical. Now, if you think us reading chapter 2 of Genesis is mind-boggling and mind-blowing, the fact that the Creator took dirt and blew his breath and made an entity, wait till I show you how these entities can come down from heaven and turn into us with flesh. Wait till I show you how these entities can come down from the heavens and are in what's called incarnate themselves, because cardinal means flesh. Skin means flesh. Write down the word flesh. Write down the word skin. Write down the word cardinal, as in carnivore. Write down the word carnal. All three words. Write down all three words. Watch this shit. It's about to get cool. Watch this in a minute. I'm telling y'all. Listen, I be getting hyped. Ain't nobody on the earth yet. Then the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground. Watch what he did to this man he did. But watch what it said. It said, then the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. What does the word breath means? Somebody in the comments real quick. Who was taking real good notes? What does breath mean? Somebody, come on. In the comments, somebody type in, what does the word breath mean? I covered that a little bit early if you took notes. And yeah, my master, okay, come on, everybody. Spirit. So now, watch this. This part I love to do this right here. I love this shit right here. Now, let's go back and read this shit, and let's replace the word breath with the right word. Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's start at 7. Then the Lord God formed a man. He formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the spirit of life. Breathed into his nostrils the Holy Spirit. And the man became a living being. And the man became a living being. Man was a dead being. He was not living until the holy breath went into him. Now, this is the other Adam. Remember the Adams? Watch this. I want to make sure y'all getting this. This is the physical Adam right here. His name is Adam. I'll click on it for y'all. This is the Adam right here. God then placed this first man, into the Garden of Eden, telling him, blah, 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 so on and so forth. This is called Adam HaRashan. Write that down. This is called the physical Adam. This is the physical Adam. Adam HaRashan. Rashan. Adam HaRashan. Write him down. That's the physical Adam we just talked about. The Adam in Genesis 1:27 is the Adam of divine light. This is the primordial Adam. So this first Adam is a divine light source. or a Holy Spirit or an angel. I can show you over, I don't know how many accounts throughout the Bible when these entities are encountering angels, they describe them as light, bright lights, beautiful lights. Adam Kadmon was a divine light. I told you in the beginning, the light, we all can radiate like that, right? Like we all can radiate like that. Y'all know that, right? Like we all can. Let me show y'all something. And like I hate to keep trying to like prove points, but I want y'all to see this shit. Watch this. It's for all my ladies too. All the moms out there. I put in, why do women glow when they're pregnant? All those extra hormones flowing around in pregnancy, namely estrogen, prostogen, and HCG, can give your skin a flush face look and contributes to a glow. Increased blood flow. During pregnancy, your blood volume increases about 50% to support your organ and so on and so forth. Increased blood flow, oil production in the factories behind the radiant pregnancy. You can glow. Have you ever been so excited? Just happy, you're like, girl, you glowing. And they contribute to two things. You either got some last night or you pregnant. Sounds familiar? You can glow also. You can glow. You can light up too. But it was something particular about these lights. Now, I just demonstrated that Adam Kadmon was a light being. Adam Kadmon was a light being. Let me show you the other light beings real quick. Uh-oh. Let me show you the other light beings. And see, I had to establish quickly the fact that Adam Kadmon was a light being, full of light, and the Most High gave. I'm saying Most High, but we know Most High is really Adam Kadmon, right? Like, I'm trying to whisper just to y'all. So now, when we have a conversation in this group on this chat, when I say the Most High, we're talking about Adam Kadmon or Adam Allah. I just showed you Adam Allah, Adam Kadmon, the primordial man, who was the light being, the light man, who was there from the beginning with God. The Bible says. Let's learn about these other light beings. Azrael, Michael, Uriel, Ramiel, Gabriel, Zedekiel, Raphael, various angels, siblings, Charlie is the nephew. Now, reading this, we see Lucifer is the morning star. He's a bright light, right? We know that Lucifer is the bright and morning star. It also says that Jesus is also a bright and morning star. Can Jesus glow? Hold on for a second. Can Jesus also glow? Y'all remember this movie right here? Remember? Y'all remember? Y'all can do the same shit for real. So enough don't show you. I'm 40, so you gotta excuse me, right? Listen, this is called The Last Dragon. All you youngsters, go Google it. We'll find it on Netflix and watch it. It's a classic called The Last Dragon. They got a whole song. When you got to glow, you need to glow, you got to glow. You can glow. You can light up too. You can light up too. This marvelous light is in all of us. That's what's happening tomorrow. The great reset for the light beings. They're about to turn the lights off. No, they're about to just switch the sun out for a higher frequency sun. The sun right now is a 75 watt light bulb. It's about to be a 200 watt light bulb in a minute. They're just changing the light out. But that light up there is directly linked to the light inside of you, the light inside of man, because that light got created, then your light got created, then your light got placed inside of a ba, D. Let me keep going. He's glowing. When you got the glow, you need the glow. You got the glow. You can glow too. Now the question was, can Jesus glow? Jesus got light. That's what it says. Revelation 22:16. Jesus is the bright and morning star. Now we can say, oh, that's Venus. Those are the planets. I just showed you what the planets are. Them planets are fictitious. I'm telling y'all, NASA has been lying. Yeah, by now y'all know NASA be fucking lying, right? So those cartoon sketches of those planets of Neptune, those are not planets. Those 7 planets, there were 7 planets I showed you. We counted 9 because we included the sun and the moon. Take the sun and the moon out of the equation, you are left with 7 mansion worlds that they are calling planets. And those 7 mansion worlds are ruled over, and creation happens simultaneously in those 7 dimensions, or worlds, y'all want to call it. World is called the world. Those 7 created worlds, they're known as mansions. That's why Jesus was saying, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. And you can tell me, well, minister, you showed us the mansion worlds, but you didn't say shit about house. Watch this. What was Jesus born? The name is an old Hebrew. It comes from Beth, house, and Lahim, bread, house of bread. Where is it located? Watch this. That's why the star in the east, which is the brightest star at this particular time, and these are not stars, y'all. These lights. Oh God, man, let me show you how you look, man. Watch this. I think it's on TikTok. Let me show y'all something real quick. Watch this shit. And some of y'all may not be impressed with that video. Like, it's just a falling star. A falling what? What did y'all just see? A falling what? Just a falling what? A falling star. A fallen star? Watch this. Jesus was what? He was a bright star, light. Now, that falling star, how wicked this shit is, they tell you to make a wish for a falling star. When you see a falling star, you make a wish on a falling star, right? This is how backwards they got everybody's mind fucked up. Lucifer is also known as what? The falling star. This is the stars you make a wish on when you see a star. You tell your kids, it's a falling star, make a wish. Who is represented as the falling star? This is another kind of light. Two lights, remember, were created. Let's press forward. Let's press forward. I'm almost out of time. I'm almost out of time. Let's press forward. I'm almost out of time. Almost out of goddamn time. Write down in your rancher book. Hold on, y'all. All right. My bad, family. Listen, family. Unfortunately, I got to wrap it up. I just got a phone call. The family business. But I appreciate y'all. I didn't. The shit just really be so much, y'all. It be too much sometimes. And what y'all don't see is there's a big clock in my face that's ticking down. I've been here 2 hours, and I can go another 2 hours. All right, but I just got a phone call, family emergency. I got a call from the White House. It's, hey man, shut it down, man, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, shut that shit down. It is so crazy, man, because I didn't get a chance to even. Oh man, we ain't even going to the Enoch, man. We ain't even going to Enoch, bro. And not just talking about Enoch, but what, like, Enoch got taken up into a whirlwind, a spaceship back into heaven. I wanted to show y'all which heaven Enoch went to, because there's 7 heavens. Watch this. Each of the 7 heavens correspond to one of the 7 classical planets. Did I not just tell y'all this shit? See, I was trying to show y'all the actual 7 heavens, the actual 7 mansion worlds. Y'all stuck on Venus and Mars and these fucking zodiac signs and Cancer. And hey, y'all, come on, man. Once again, if I get up out of here, you guys want to drop something in the bucket? I appreciate y'all so much. Those who got it, those who have it to give, I appreciate you. Those who have the desire to give and don't have it to give, I appreciate y'all too. I appreciate y'all. But I didn't get an opportunity, man, to really dive all the way in. The 7 heavens in the Bible. While sleeping, Jacob received a dream from God that changed his life. He sees a large structure like a ladder, a tower, a staircase reaching up from earth to the heavens. He saw a ladder, a tower, or a staircase. Watch this. He saw a ladder. Now, a ladder has 7 rungs. Let's see if we can make this right here. Boom, right here. See? You see how Jacob's ladder shows up in the Masonic order? Because we haven't forgot about Solomon. Please keep that note with Solomon. Solomon is directly tied to this also. I'm gonna tie in Solomon, Melchizedek, Michael, Enoch. I'm gonna come back to Jesus and show y'all what's happening. So this is the Masonic, and the first, it says the symbolism of Jacob's ladder portrays a spiritual advance through the virtues of faith, hope, and charity. Faith, hope, and charity are the first three rungs of Jacob's ladder. Jacob had 7 ladders, or 7 rungs on the ladder. The first 3 are faith, hope, and charity. And I'm not giving no fucking secrets away. Okay. These are no secrets. So any Mason sees this or will see this, or you want to go run tell a Mason, listen, I don't care. And then they can do to me. Okay. I'm giving you something secret that should be kept sacred. I'm giving you a secret that should be kept sacred. Okay. So the 7 rungs of Jacob's ladder. Write down 7 rungs or 7 rails. 7 rails of Jacob's ladder. The first 3 rails of Jacob's ladder is going to be faith, hope, and charity. Jacob's ladder, 7 rails. First 3, faith, hope, charity. What are the 4 cardinal virtues of the Masonic order?
According to Hillsborough Masonic Lodge, Tampa, Florida, namely, there are 4 cardinal virtues that every Mason attempts to perfect in his walk through life. They are the virtues of fortitude, prudence, temperance, and justice. These virtues are so essential and important to a Mason that they are described in great detail in the first degree of Freemasonry.
The next 4 rungs or 4 rails of Jacob's ladder is going to be fortitude, prudence, temperance, and justice. Write down those 7: faith, hope, charity, fortitude, prudence, temperance, and justice. Those are the first 7 rails of Jacob's ladder. It's going to be important later. Now, the next 4 things I want you to write down is also dealing with similar situation. Watch this. Write down the 4 deacons. Let me show you what it looks like. The 4 deacons. And the 4 deacons are just the 4, what picture at? The 4 deacons are just the 4 intercrossing. Shit. These right here, this line right here, those 4 lines are called the 4 deacons. We know them as south, east, west, north. Those are called the 4 deacons. The 4 deacons, the 4 cardinal virtues, faith, hope, and charity are the 7 rungs of Jacob's ladder. Now, all this ties in together. Trust me, it ties in together because Jacob's ladder reached up to the zodiacs. Jacob said the ladder that he seen reached up to the zodiacs. This is the ladder that Jacob went up. Jacob's ladder also becomes important for a whole other reason. These are the zodiacs. And if y'all notice, I didn't get a chance to talk about nothing on Earth in detail. This whole conversation, we were in the heavens. You also should have what's called the 7 mansion worlds. The 7 mansion worlds, who are supervised by the Melchizedeks. And like I said, I really didn't get an opportunity to dive in on Melchizedek. See if I can give you a teaser real quick before I get out of here. I think I had, oh, there it is, right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Write down the order of Melchizedek. I'm just going to take some brief notes. Write down the order of Melchizedek. We're going to talk about the order of Melchizedek next time. Jesus was a part of the order. Abraham was a part of the order of Melchizedek. Who was Melchizedek according to the book of Enoch?
According to Marquette University, 2 Enoch therefore considers Melchizedek as the grandson of Lamech. This understanding of Melchizedek as the continuation of the priestly line of descendants of Enoch has interesting parallels in rabbinic literature. Anderson, 197-203.
Melchizedek was the grandson of Lamech. Lamech is the father of Methuselah. Y'all know who Methuselah is? This becomes important because Melchizedek comes down from Jerusalem down to the planet. And this is what's happening now. These Melchizedeks are manifesting themselves in flesh to have these conversations with y'all, to raise your vibration, to raise the conscious conversation. And I'm pretty sure everything that I said tonight, some of y'all may have heard of some of it, but you have not heard of all of it. And there's so much more to go. I have at least 26,000 years of information to give y'all. I'm going to do my best to go live every day I can to keep dispelling this information. Y'all keep following me, keep sharing the information, tag new people in, share it with your friends, your family, your partner, them. Tell them tap in. This is a different kind of cipher, different kind of information. This is different. I have truly enjoyed y'all. This has been my honor to serve y'all. My honor to serve y'all. Islam. I give honor to all true and divine prophets of Allah. I give honor to the Harbinger. I give honor to the Mahdi, the Mujenta, the Reformer, who were all sent forth from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam. I just showed y'all who Allah was. You are Allah. That's why I tell brothers and sisters, I said, I'm a Muslim. What's the difference between a Muslim and a Muslim? Muslims worship Allah. Muslims, we are Allah. Allah and man are one. I just showed y'all that Allah and man are one. This is what Jesus was talking about. When you see me, you see the Father. This is what the Most High was talking about. How can you love the Most High who you've never seen, but hate your brother that you see every day? The moral of that passage was, your brother is me and I am him. You can't love me and hate your brother because I am your brother. This is what the Most High was saying. I am in your brother. I am he. I am that I am. That I am. Islam, family. I appreciate y'all again, man. Listen, I love all y'all, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Peace and love.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award